Love Island, the only topic that the girls have been talking about for weeks on end. And girl, we all thought it was gonna flop. The first season in the US, we thought it was never gonna be as iconic as the "Do you wanna have a chat?" But no. It was watched so much. It had a lot of romance, bromance, cheating, fighting, breaking up, making up. It just felt more authentic, like back in the days with the earlier seasons in the UK. But now people come for different intent. They want to get famous. They don't try to do anything. They don't create drama because of how it looks on TV. These bitches didn't hold back, did they? So why not jump on the bandwagon and pick this as our next topic for Am I the A-hole? Let's judge some innocent souls, shall we? Am I the A-hole for not watching Love Island? By the way, Love Island is not the only place where it got heated, bitch. It's 28 degrees out here currently, and I am melting. This story is about a 28-year-old woman and a 32-year-old man. A little context. My last relationship was with a man who, amongst many other things, regularly and verbally objectified pretty much any woman he saw on TV. I don't like that. It's made a number of the shows impossible for me to watch. Outside observers at the time were equally put off by his comments and often asked me what his problem was. That's a bit embarrassing. It's never good to be embarrassed by your partner, of course, but that's some embarrassing behavior, I'll be honest. I'm in therapy and I'm addressing this issue, and I'm making some progress. I recently pushed myself to watch Game of Thrones, much nudity, etc. with my current partner, for example. Oh girl, you will never catch me doing that. You know, your girl has an anxiety disorder related to this. If I see Game of Thrones on your list, I'm jumping. It wasn't easy, but I tried. Girl, from the bottom of my heart, that may not be such a big deal to other people, but I know the struggle. Honestly, that would just, nope. My current partner knows I'm working on the problem. We live together and it often comes up when we're watching TV together. So I'm guessing she has a problem with girls being objectified or nude in movies? Or is it like more of a disorder like mine? I don't really know. Maybe it's about jealousy for her? I don't know. But I still applaud her. He watched Love Island both with and without me last year. I gave it a try, but later learned he actively follows all the girls, not the guys, on social media from the show. Say what? This has put me off trying to watch it with him again. Honestly, girl, that says enough. I don't want to be mean, but trust me, there's guys who do not do this, okay? It's already a bit weird that he watches Love Island on his own, but it could just be his taste, you know? It's entertaining, I watch it too. Although, not so willingly anymore, I just watch it because it's really comedic. It's comedially. But this guy... On another note, I feel strongly that reality TV like Love Island is designed to mess with people's emotions, movie night, etc. Exactly. I've been bereaved twice in similar circumstances, and it's simply not something I want to associate myself with. I don't know what bereaved means. I think it's a bad thing. She's right though, it's not the same program anymore, you know? People like my mom still enjoy the show. I really don't. I think it's not authentic at all. And yeah, I feel bad for them these days. Back then, I felt it was very relatable and sad and like, oh no, the guy cheated on them. But the show actively tries to make the guys cheat on them. You know what I mean? Of course, they make the choice. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted now. But they want them to do that. They want the drama. They know who they cast in. And for that reason, I just don't like watching it anymore unless it's in a funny way. Maybe laugh at the guys like Harry Dowsey. Last night, having not said anything myself, he called my views pathetic and ridiculous, while knowing it's something I struggle with and am addressing, and said he can't live with never watching these shows. I was very upset, felt like my struggles were being rubbed in my face, and he won't apologize, even though my feelings are hurt. He said, I am the a-hole for not getting over it and watching them anyway. Okay, I feel like I need the disclaimer first. Disclaimer, I should say I've not told him he can't watch these shows, nor would I want to dictate how he spends his own time. I just don't want to watch them with him. Alright, fine. Like, I think that doesn't matter. I feel I should be able to decide what I'm choosing to be exposed to in my own home, where we're spending time together, and should feel safe to work through my difficulties at my own pace. That's true, although it could be hard because if you're living together, they don't have the same struggles as you do, so they still want to live their own life, right? And watch the shows that they want to watch. It's just that you are there, so they have to accumulate to that. But so that could be really difficult for them because they need to choose you over their own interests, and that's never a fun thing to do in the long term, right? I'm out multiple evenings a week, so there's a lot of opportunities for him to do what he wishes. All right, well, there's a solution, right? He has the time to watch it. Am I the a-hole for not wanting to watch these shows when I'm watching TV with him? Honestly, I want to say no, of course not, but I feel like I'm left out of a lot of information. I know that's not correct English. I don't know what she said. She never clarified that. So why would he suddenly call her views pathetic and ridiculous? Of course, he could just be very mean, but she could also have been arguing a lot. I feel this is written in a way that she's not the a-hole, but I don't know how it went. Me and you, girl, we can be quite dramatic, okay? We can blame it on other people, but deep down we know it's our own struggle. Although in your case, get away from this man. This man is following all the girls in Love Island in the trash, you know? Not the a-hole, for what I know. Am I the a-hole for scolding my boyfriend because he didn't wait for me to watch his TV show? You know, we have all been through this. If you've had a partner or friend, maybe family member, your mom, Me and my mom, yes. It's a very relatable thing that these people or you have wanted to finish a show, but you don't meet up or you don't have time or you just really want to see it. And maybe you've thought about it, maybe you've even done it. So I guess we're judging everyone out here. My boyfriend and I have a very hard time watching TV together. We keep fucking. No, we are on the extreme ends of interest. He wants to watch shows like Dragon Ball and Supernatural, but I like reality TV shows. Yeah, I think if that's all you really like, that's difficult to match. She has a point there. We want to be able to watch TV together, but we can never agree on a TV show. I am so lucky I can just put on Gordon Ramsay and we all be happy. My boyfriend was telling me about a TV show coming out called Secret Invasion, and I told him I'd be okay watching it. Now, I was already finishing up a few shows on my own that I wanted to get out of the way before we watched Secret Invasion. Now, I recognize here that I am the a-hole in some respect, as he asked me several times to watch Secret Invasion, but I was almost finished and I asked him to be a bit more patient. This morning, he was watching a TV show and I asked him what it was. He told me it was Secret Invasion. I said to him, I thought we were going to watch it together, and he said it was clear to him that I had no interest in watching Secret Invasion. This made me a little furious and we got into a small fight about it. I think it was extremely rude for him to have done that. I also want to add that I made sure to tell him how close I was to finishing, but it upsets me that he couldn't just watch something else until I was ready to watch it with him. Speculating, of course, but I believe you can clearly see that this is a deeper rooted problem for them. Like she said, they can't watch anything together, so this probably meant a lot to him, maybe to her as well. But seeing as she made him wait and wait, it obviously created the idea that she wasn't interested in watching it. Which I think, yeah, that makes sense. Although there could be communication, you know, before watching it. I think that's just very mean of him to do. I don't think that was nice. I don't think she's an asshole. Most people have said she's the asshole. I think he's more of the asshole if I had to pick one. But she could have explained why she wanted to finish those shows before. Because maybe she's someone like me who stresses when she has too much unfinished shows or books. It keeps adding up and it makes me really stressed out that I have so much to do. If she just told him that, maybe that would have helped. I don't know if it's her case though. But yeah, I never think it's cool to finish a series if you have decided to watch it together with someone. I'll give you my personal example. Ever since I was little, The Dark Crystal has meant a lot to me, my mom, and my sister. Like my sister's even called after one of the characters. So that was kind of our movie, you know? Now, a couple years back, a new Dark Crystal series got released on Netflix that plays before the original Dark Crystal movie. And I really wanted to watch that because it means so much to me. And I thought it would mean so much to my mommy as well. But I thought we had decided together to watch it. And then later on, when I asked her about it, she says, no, I already watched it with my boyfriend. And I was like, ooh. You know, that really broke my little heart. That moment could have been shared, you know. It could have meant so much. It could have strengthened our bond. Okay, not the a-hole, but dumb hole. Next. Am I the a-hole for offering my girlfriend... offending my girlfriend after saying the show she was watching was exaggerated? No, because that's what I do. Sorry that last one wasn't really about reality TV, but it was still fun, right? For some background, she has gotten into the show Love Island, and I'm not a huge fan of it. That's okay, boy! I have nothing against it, just not my cup of tea. I commented on how the show was being exaggerated when she cried over one of her favorite characters getting kicked off the island. Oh girl, how old are you? She's really upset about it and I tried to apologize and she just doesn't respond back. I asked her to talk about it and it offended her and she said it's all real. Am I the a-hole? Edit, I made it clear to her I wasn't trying to talk down on her show, I was just trying to comfort her. I agree with a lot of the comments that I shouldn't have said what I said, and she said she knows that I wasn't trying to shit talk her show and I was just trying to comfort her. Oh, well this is a difficult one. definitely not the a-hole. Only if you knew that she was so extremely sensitive to this in your comment, then you may have been a little bit of an a-hole, like a tiny bit. I don't want to shame her for crying over a TV show, because honestly, I still do that all of the time. But not for these reality TV shows. Like, not anymore. I used to, but not anymore. I think that is because these days, we all know that those reality TV shows are not really reality. Well, I wish to believe most people know that by now. Because yes, it is exaggerated. And with things like the social media channels, a lot of these stars on these shows end up having a YouTube channel and they make a video like what got cut out, what was behind the scenes. And you can see it is really curated. For example, on Too Hot to Handle, I heard Camden and what was her name? Oh no. Saying that she had already forgiven him the next day after he kissed another girl. But then the producers came in and were like, oh, are you sure you want to forgive him? Remember what he did to you? Like, you can't already forgive him, okay? And then she took more distance because of that interference. So in the show, it looks like it took a lot more time for her to forgive him. But in reality, she had forgiven him already. And they were already like... But honestly, I hope the commenter's girlfriend is okay, because it feels like she's really sad about that girl or boy leaving the island. But maybe she's not ready to be helped out of that dream world just yet, okay? Just leave her there, let it simmer a little bit, like put a little salt, rosemary, and it'll come out perfect. Alright, last one. I can tell this is going to be a spicy one because it's very long to read and it's very hot, so I'm struggling. Would I be the a-hole if I didn't allow my kid to compete on the reality TV show they've been cast in? Back in the day, we would have reacted different to this, but I think right now reality TV shows are not cast in the most amazing light, if you know what I mean. Like I just explained, we know that it's not all real and the people come there for malicious intent or trying to get famous, trying to be a DJ, get brand deals, you know. Want to get my Cheez-Its. So I would understand if parents don't want their children to compete in these that damn shows. I had an accidental pregnancy with someone I never intended to have a long-term relationship with. And life pro tip, avoid my mistake at all costs. Okay, random information. Just throwing that out there. We live apart and co-parent, but have very different ideas about child raising. Alright, I guess that's where the problem comes in, huh? The other parent is very interested in our child modeling, acting, performing, and other skills that could get them attention. They think it builds confidence and that it will create a useful revenue stream for our child to use for college / what? Notoriety? To parlay into the future career of their choice. I mean, that's smart thinking. It is, but of course you have to keep in mind what the child wants, and a child normally doesn't really know what it wants, especially not what it would want at a later age. So don't just throw them into stuff, okay? We don't want a Britney situation going on. But it would definitely build confidence, I believe. I am the opposite, and don't even like family posting photos of my kid on public social media pages. I think I've got more on that side as well. I feel a bit uncomfortable when people post their children very publicly, maybe not wearing a lot of clothes. I don't mean that because I'm weird, but everyone makes their own choice. It's their parents' choice, so... I mean, it's not gonna affect me. You never know who's out there, and the last thing I want is for my young kid to be worried about their image. True. Although I think they're inevitably gonna be on social media later on though. And then they're gonna have the same struggle as we did, girl. So realizing we would never see eye to eye on this, I stopped trying to convince the other parent to stop pursuing acting or modeling jobs for our kid. And they stopped trying to get me to start pursuing them. So apparently several months ago, the other parent took my kid to a casting call for a reality competition show that involves kids. I know that they probably had a lot of bad times back then, like she said, but I don't really like this language of the other parent. It's a highly notable one as kids competition show goes, at least. Oh my god, I can't say the sentence. As kid competition shows go, at least. Thank you. Long story short, my kid is being offered a spot on the upcoming season of this show. To continue any further in the process, they need my signatures and agreements on lots of forms. I really don't want to sign them. Girl, you need to go with your gut feeling. If you feel so strongly about the other parent's intent with your child, then go with your gut feeling and go what you think is best. If you feel like you're gonna be the one to know what's good for her, put it out there. You don't have to sign, okay? She can still become an influencer later. There are message boards dedicated to this show. I've looked them up and grown adults say the most mean and inappropriate things about the kids on this show. I don't want my kid to have this public perception of them in the hands of random TV producers. I don't want them out of school for that time. Bottom line, I don't want them to take any part in this. So don't do it. Not the a-hole. It has been voted not enough info. I don't think I agree. Of course, yeah, we're missing the info from the other parent's point of view or the child point of view. But you know these things. You've looked at the boards. You've seen this shit. I don't know. Mommy knows best, girl. I scrolled down and it says her kid will be very heartbroken because she's worked hard and she really wants to do it. Yeah, that's tough. Of course, her child is about to turn 12. So then they, what's that called? Hold a grudge against you. And that would really not be good. But you can explain it to her, right? Hopefully she will understand. Or he, I don't really know. All right, that was a quick little video. I know you have asked for longer videos, but honey, I tried to write an entire script and it still turns out to be only 7 minutes after editing. I don't know what else to do. I just talk too fast. I don't freaking know. I can't really ramble because then I end up rambling for 5 minutes straight. And that's not really what I want to see in my content. So, hope you enjoyed this. And let me know what am I the a-hole topic you want to see next. Bye!